Hey guys, it's Jim from 434 Tutorials. Got another tutorial for you today. Just going to be doing some very basic information on noise reduction as it pertains to a vocal audio sample that I am thinking about using for this deep house track. So let's get straight into it. Here is the track itself. You get the idea. So I wanted to use kind of a cryptic vocal for this song, something to give it a little more depth and maybe a little spookiness. So I came across this.
Were the devil. If I were the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness, and I'd have a third of its real estate and 4/5.
So you get the idea. What we're going to do is we're going to try to clean this up. Now, this is a very old recording, and I do still want to keep some of that sound, just for the sake of this track, because I do want it to sound old and like I said, cryptic. So what we're going to do here is we are going to go down to X Noise. This is a plugin by Waves. I'm really only going to be focusing on threshold, reduction, and then these dynamics here, just to give a very basic view of how noise reduction plugins work. So first thing we're going to do here is we are going to try to find a piece of audio that is no talking, it's just the noise that we want to get rid of. So let's try here. Let's go ahead and solo this. There's a breath in there. That'll work. Okay. Really not a very large sample that you need to put in to the processor here. This will be just fine. So what you want to do is click this learn button and then play the audio. So we'll do that real quick. Alright, so you can see a little readout here. This is the profile. This is the noise that needs to be reduced. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and play some of this audio sample, and we will start tweaking these threshold and reduction knobs, and you'll be able to see the input versus the output. That's essentially going to tell you what's going to be reduced, and then once I get to a spot where I think I'm pretty okay with it for now, I'll go ahead and hit these for you so you can tell what's being reduced versus what's being passed through. So let's get into it.
And then I'd get organized. I'd educate authors in how to make lurid literature exciting so that anything else would appear dull and uninteresting. I'd threaten TV with dirtier movies and vice versa. I'd peddle narcotics to whom I could. I'd sell alcohol to ladies and gentlemen of distinction. I'd tranquilize the rest with pills. If I were the devil, I'd soon have families at war with themselves, churches at war with themselves, and nations at war with themselves, until each in its turn was consumed. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. Until before you knew it, you'd have to have drug-sniffing dogs and metal detectors at every schoolhouse door. Within a decade, I'd have prisons overflowing. I'd have judges promoting pornography. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches, I would substitute psychology for religion and deify science. I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious. And what'll you bet?
Okay, so you can see just after a minute maybe worth of work here, we've really been able to clean up this sample. So let me just play it from, I don't know, let's go somewhere near the end. And I'm just going to toggle these on and off so you can hear the difference.
I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle.
Yeah, so pretty big difference there. And then when you start adding other things to it, like reverbs or delays.
I would lure priests and pastors into misusing boys and girls and church money. If I were the devil, I'd make the symbol of Easter an egg and the symbol of Christmas a bottle. If I were the devil, I'd take from those who have and give to those who wanted until I had killed the incentive of the ambitious.
Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and get back into this here. And here is the audio that's being passed versus what's being reduced. I always kind of like to listen to this.
I would lure priests.
So you can hear some of the low to low mid in his voice is getting cut. So that's why we had to boost that with the EQ here.
I couldn't get whole states.
So yeah, that's basically it. I mean, there are a lot of other plugins on the market that do essentially the same thing. There's actually an article I have up here from Sonic Scoop. They go over some of them, like the Cedar Box here, and then the Isotope RX. This RX is actually, if you want to get to be, I mean, like freaking surgical with your noise reduction, you can certainly do that. I mean, you can see some spectral imaging here. You can actually go in and blot out certain things. So if you see a line of noise at a certain frequency, you can take that out. Or if there's just a little pop or something that happens somewhere in there, you can actually go in there and delete that sound visually. So that one's pretty crazy. Like I said, there's a million tutorials on that one if you'd like to see how that works. By all means, learn as much as you can about it, because it is a very powerful tool. But like I said, this is just the quote-unquote quick and dirty method to getting at least a presentable or a usable vocal sample for your track. Any other questions? Don't forget to comment. Obviously, like and subscribe if you like the videos. And if you want to leave a comment in the comment section about other video ideas that you might have, things that you want to see covered. If I ever go through something in a video and you don't think I went as in-depth as I could have or should have, and you would like to see more, please, by all means, leave a comment. And if you have something that you think I missed that you would like to share with the other people that watch these videos, by all means, comment away. Let's create a community of people that want to learn about audio. So that's all I got for you today. Like I said, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you next time.